welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Just about set to go now in the snowy Meadowlands. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So the PI decline, and that'll give them a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a toss left side for Edwards-Helaire. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Mahomes takes it himself, and this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward, and indeed he did not. They stop him. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Giants are going to take over in great field position. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Second down and 7. Now Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. A first down carry for Barkley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play there. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Edwards. Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Barkley will try to punch it in, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Mahomes now to throw. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there. Throwing, Jones. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, that's taken in by Ertz. A nice catch. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A handoff, Barkley running left, and he'll take this one up close to about the 45. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Off the play fake. Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Chiefs are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. Running left is Edwards. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, he takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. A give to Williams, running right. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Buying time to his left. And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And this is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point try good by Gano, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Ross on the return. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On first down, Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd and 10. Off play action, Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Another try for Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Get over the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. On play action, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Now Jones throwing on first down, and this is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Running left, it's Barkley. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Jones. Off play action. They'll roll him out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
96 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. It's caught. Beckham. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Now that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jones being chased out left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Jones now on third down. Dancing to his left. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take over here up near the 40. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. To try again after the sack, Mahomes. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. They go play action. Now Mahomes going deep for Hopkins. They've got his man complete. Pushing his way through, and he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there for KC. That catch, by the way, number 940 in his career, so he's 60 away from a grand, but 940, that ties him with Art Monk.
And I think it's fitting that he tied Art Monk because of the way that he goes about his business, the way that he plays the game. Not a lot of flash, not a lot of dash, but plenty of production.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And again, it's Mahomes. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Demarcus Robinson. Demarcus Robinson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will tie our game here in the third. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, That does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. They run. It's Williams. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And he whips that one incomplete there.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. He completes it to Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point try good by Gano. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. That's caught by Marquez Callaway. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. And I'm going to keep firing.
And that, nearly picked off. It would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes, flush to his right. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
They began the drive with Williams. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They'll try the right side here. Barkley breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 133 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Operating from the gun. Jones. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Zach Ertz has it complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A first down carry for Barkley. Open space inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Giants add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Gano the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right? Minimizing
those and maximizing opportunities.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes forced out to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Sliding out of the pocket. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter. I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league, totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Hooked by Julian Lowe, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. As a quarterback, Charles, you have to imagine that he knew that heat was coming there on that snap. But this time, the pressure forces him into an interception.
Absolutely he knew, and maybe that's a spot in other parts of the game. He's going to think about just throwing that one away, but down late in the 4th quarter, he has no choice, no luxury. He's got to try and make a play. And even with that pressure around him, he tried to complete it downfield to no avail.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Ball in a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Mahomes to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Mahomes will throw. Flushed out right. Pass complete to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down, escaping the pressure right. That's taken in by Callaway. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
A gain of 6 there on first. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
That's who is running back, Edwards-Helaire. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Here's Mahomes. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Butker now to add the extra point. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it. So a victory here for the men in blue.